Hey, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. I am Gamion. I will be your host for this stream. My co-host Mega Kitty is sleeping somewhere else right now, so she can't be bothered. But maybe if we're lucky, that she will show up in a little bit. So I'm a solo dev. I'm AAA by day and indie by nights and weekends. Air Force game player, welcome. And I've released a demo of my online multiplayer soccer brawler, Field of Heroes, last Monday, and we did have a celebration and all that. And focusing today on the patching up some issues with it, and maybe getting a patch out in a couple of days. And if anyone wants to play, then go ahead and speak up, and we can get a game started. Otherwise, one other thing, if you are familiar with the game Microscape, that is an online idle MMO RPG. If you are a player, then welcome. If you're watching the stream, it means that you are getting stamina points in the game, which is kind of a neat feature and all that. So again, it's microscape.cc if you want to check that game out. And so I'll give you the link in the chat here. So, yep, something to do. It's idle, and it's actually kind of fun in its own idle way. So then, anyway, so on stream today, I want to get some bugs fixed for the patch. And I got my bug list, got it right here. And I got a couple of easy ones I want to work on before I do some deeper stuff. Starting with the top one here, I want to make sure that quick match and custom game search results do exclude full games. So last thing I want is for 10 players to play and discovering that 11th player can't seem to get into a game because I keep getting kicked out of the only game that's there. So that's one thing I want to do first real quick. And by the way, we've gotten 2 reviews on the demo so far. Got a couple of plays, but not as much as I was hoping for. But there's still a lot of work to do with marketing and getting the word out. It seems to be increasingly obvious by the day that you really got to get that spark. You got to find an influencer. You got to find a post, something that will just run off and catch fire. So, and you can post 100 times and 1,000 times and may not get it. That's just the way it is. I've seen people with their games who have been in early access for 2 years, and they still have less traffic than I do, and I can't believe it. Yeah, it is what it is. So it's very, very saturated market, and it's a very competitive market, and it is a gamers market, which I'm happy for because it should be the gamers market. So then, back to the first bug, and that is make sure quick match custom game search. All right, here's our filter function. So let's see. First thing we check is the ping. We check for blacklisted players, but I want to check the player count here. Let's see if the search result has a player count. Let's see. I'm not seeing it. Let's take a look. Getting them open public connections. Oh, okay. So we can just simply see if this is 0 or not. Sounds pretty obvious. I don't know that it would be 0 getting a result because I think those should be automatically filtered out by the server, but I just want to be careful here. If number of open connections... Return false. Ping filter, connection filter. Do not... Let's see, this is game matchmaking system. Oh, we should probably test for private connections too. Oh, and also you may have noticed there's some rain on my overlay. It's the first stream in probably at least 6 months where I've actually had rain during the stream. So I'm celebrating that by actually having a little bit of trace rainfall on the stream overlay itself. right, big wave coming at you. Well, I hope I'll get something like that myself. They are saying there's going to be rain tomorrow as well. Okay. Do not connect if there are no available connections. That should do it. Let's make sure that compiles. And Mega Kitty's found another spot I think she likes to be on in the early evenings. So I think in a couple of... Oh, she's eating now. But I think maybe in 15-20 minutes I'll see if she's there. And if so, then I'll adjust the camera accordingly. Okay, looks like it's going to compile. Alright, let's... now, I can't really 100% test this until I make a deployed build, and I don't want to make one on stream because it takes like 10 minutes to do, and I just want to be twiddling my thumbs. So, let's say... what I always do before I release a patch is just a general smoke test. Just test a bunch of the systems, make sure everything seems to work. Let's see. Added matchmaking filter for full games. Again, this may have been redundant, but I think it's a good thing to do, all the same. So if there are no open public connections and no open private connections, then we cannot join. So let's take this off the list. Settings menu elements are misaligned. This came up with another game dev streamer, and let me show you what that's about. So so I have the settings menu, and a couple of tabs in the settings menu, like video settings, audio settings, but some of the elements are different sizes by a few pixels, and it's kind of weird. And there's a scroll bar that doesn't belong either, so I want to look into that too. And we're waiting for that. Let's see what Mega Kitty's been up to. Okay, let's go to the settings menus. We're going to do this from the front end. We're going to want to do full screen for this one. Yeah, here we go. So you see... you have the window. Let's look at focus on the window mode for a second. So, and then look at audio. Back to display audio. Notice how the window mode feature is bigger than the overall slider. And I want to, on the overall, slider component. So I want to bring those more into alignment. And I also want to see what the scroll bar is about. Actually, I want to turn the music off here. It's annoying. There we go. So it's almost like the volume controls need to be bigger. But if I do that, although maybe these could be more narrow. And if I did that, then we get rid of the scroll bar. So there's 2 sliders. Yeah, and I can even see here it's slightly different. So let me investigate that. Let's go to our settings UI. Editors. I think it's scalar is the slider. Okay, and then what was the other one? Was that the bindings? Everything else might actually be bigger. Yeah, okay, so let me see what, this is desired size, that's desired size. So what is forcing the size? And how can I tell? So we do the whole thing, 1539 by 114. 114 I think is the number I'm looking at for. 100, okay. Now can I actually bring this down to 100 is the question. That's 100. But that's still 114, so what's causing that? It's not the setting name. What if I hid this? Ah, something in here. I think these buttons here, that might be something. Ah, here we go. 100. This should be 100. There we go. So we do that. Let me see how that changes things. Oh, it definitely looks more squishy, that's for sure. It's not a terrible thing, though. Yeah, now they look more, well, now the width looks a little off. Like these have like a slight indentation on the left. And the scroll bar's still here too. I wonder if these don't look like they're 100. Let's look at the bindings. Yeah, that's 114. It's got to be these buttons again. Oh, not this button. What about the spacer? Could it be the spacer? No. What if I... Okay, it is something in here, though. Yeah, here we go. Min height. 114, 64, 64. This should be 100. And this should be 100. There we go. Let's see if that gets rid of the scroll bar. Yay, there you go. Gamepad needs work though. Gamepad's not right. Let's look at the gamepad. Like, just as soon as I see scalar is 100. Yep. Discrete keyboard bindings. Where's the gamepad? Here it is. Probably the same buttons, in fact. There we go. And action. Looks good to me. All right, let's have a look. Much better. Much better. Okay, so that fixes that. That was something that bothering one of my streamers, and it was bothering me a little bit. I just didn't really prioritize it. So let's put this in the can. Now I want to carry these fixes into the main branch as well. So we're here right now, and this is our main branch. So I'm going to close Visual Studio, switch to our main branch. We're going to cherry pick from this, change set, and merge them in. And then let's go back to the demo. And there we go. All right, and I'll mark that bug as done and move on to the next one. All right, I know what I'm going to work on next. And while we're waiting for this to compile, let's do another check on what Mega Kitty's been up to. Now Mega Kitty's in. Oh, and then she's gone. Well, at least we know she's in the living room. Okay, next bug. This happens when, I'll show you, when players run onto the field, they assemble near the goal. However, when they assemble, they tend to step over each other sometimes. Well, actually, pretty often. And I want to understand why that's happening. So, I'm going to start by showing you what's going on, and then I'm going to start trying to fix it. So this is something that's kind of bothered me about I guess of all the bugs I'm fixing tonight, that's one of the ones that bothered me the most. Okay, so now they're all running to their places. Oh, of course it's not happening now that I'm trying to show it to you, but I'll do it again. Yeah, and once again it's not happening. So let's try one more time. Okay, that's more like it. Okay, so kind of zoom in a bit, if I can do that. Yeah, these two are pretty close together. They're closer than they should be. I am going to try once more because I want to see if I can get them all, like, really over each other. I mean, I've had 100% overlap before. Yeah, they're pretty close, more than I'd like. Anyway, so I want to look at the behavior trees for determining where to run on the field to. Yeah, move to the location near goal. That's what I'm interested in. Where's that location? Target location. Wait a minute. Where is that? There should be a controller with this. Target location. Here we go. Get random spawn transform. Oh, I already do the space check, but it's just not working. Space between the actors, yeah. Yeah, there should be 80 units apart. But I guess it doesn't guarantee that they will never overlap either. Yeah, they're pretty close. We need to increase that buffer. And spawn location. So min spawn location, that's the start zone actor location, which is this. Right here. Plus the right vector, which is over here. And it's such a characters on field count. So let's say 5. So 80. So we have 300 units in one direction, so 600 width total. I'm going to split this out a little bit to make it easier to read. Oh, so I want to see these numbers. Spawn location, because really that should be, it should use the width of that area, and that's 300. That's the half width. I'm gonna take a screenshot of that because I want to, something that looks shady to me about that math. I mean, it's worked fine. Maybe it worked fine up to now because it just happened to work out with the numbers that it fits on the field. So let's do expected character count field counts used half width. She dist from start to what do I call that? right vector length. Space between. Let's have 0.5. Half width. I think I would read that easier. Okay, so then we do this. Let's get right vector times half width. And the spawn location would be the minimum spawn location plus right vector times. Oh, okay. So it always does. Okay. So then this would be like this. Okay. Now that's true. Then why do I get those overlaps? Unless it's the player. I'll get human players ready to spawn. Field ready player count. Why am I only testing human players for this? Okay, so that's enough. So again, that was 300. So let's close this. Now let's make sense of what's going on. Yeah, it's clearly used for bots as well. So what am I doing wrong? All right, here we go. 200. This is kind of coincidental because I came up with that 300 earlier. So I guess it just happens to fit. Anyway, so this is, let's see, match player state, so field ready player count is 1. Unknown team size, okay. So distance from 0. Actually, this should be distance from in-spawn location, really. So let's go to the spawn location we get here. And copy this. there's that. And the next one... That's interesting. It's still Team 1. Okay, this one's negative 774. So it's on the other side of the goal. Okay. Oh. I think I might understand the problem. Alright, next. 975. Next. 934. Another possibility is it could be the AI pathing trying to maneuver around the heroes, but it shouldn't be doing that. This is silly, because I got this pretty often when I was playing the demo, straight up from Steam build. Yeah, it just seems to be working every time, almost every time. Okay, that's pretty close. Yeah, but it's not overlapping, though. I'm gonna have to punt on this one. It could be a pathing problem. I'm going to look at one other thing before I move on to the next bug. Yeah, here we go. Move to location near goal. Except our radius is 5. That's fine. Yeah, this checks out. So I don't know why when I do a release build it's doing it wrong. In fact, I think I will try that in the demo. I'm just curious. Now, we couldn't get this to happen except maybe once, and even then that was kind of trivial. But let me try getting it in the game itself, see what we get. Yeah, they look a little closer. Hmm. Yeah, I'm going to punt on that one. I'm not going to remove the bug, but I will see if anyone complains and see if I can keep an eye on it, see if I can get it to happen. Of course, when no one else is watching, I'm sure it'll happen. Nice. Oh, that reminds me, there's something else that goal may remind me of something else I want to fix. So let me go to my bug list. I want to say when the AI, when a bot kicks into the goal, they need to do it with maximum kick power. Maybe I can get that one knocked out. Let's have a look. Yeah, I kick ball. Okay, let's look at the hero. 5. Kickball in the goal. Kickball 2. So let's look in this behavior node. Get kicked to location. Oh, okay. Let's see. Are they kicking to an actor or to a location when they kick to a goal? I need to test this in a gym. Let's do. Let's look at our AI gyms. AI scoring goal. Here we go. So as a game developer, you want to have gyms or testing areas in your game to test easily things without having to make giant levels or having to do a lot more work. So let's start here. Okay, so it looks like it's the location. Oh. Goal kick target. Okay, so it's a location. So with that, maybe it'd be easier if I just made a property for kicking ball to the goal. Better yet, let's make a variable. Force max kick power. I like that better. It's more generic. Set the false by default. here? Kick direction, start location. I think we can add a new variable here. Like that. Kick impulse multiplier as if there is an intended possessor. So if there's an intended possessor, then it's always going to be at full power. Okay, well, I guess there's a reason for that. So let's put that change in. While I do that, it looks like a message came up in Microscape. Let me see what that's about. And it's updated my strength, so looking good. I'm going to make this a little more readable, I think. Okay, and then let's see what's next. Now we go here. Kick ball to goal. Force master kick power. And let's see how that shakes out over in debugging land. Here we go. 10 impulse is null, but force max kick power is false. Why is it false? So let's hang. Oh, because he's a goalkeeper, that's why. I think that works. Let me do this again. Force, no. Let's see. Oh no, he was doing that. Oh great, here we go with thunder and lightning again. Used to be fun, but now the power internet outage more often now. Let's see. So where? Okay, so he's doing that. Okay, he's got to kick the ball sometime. Force max kick power is true. Or maybe it was another node I need to do this with. Kickball to... Oh! Whoops. It should be kickball location, but I'm going to keep that there anyway. So let's go here. Yeah, kickball. Gonna again make this a little more easy to read. And then put this flag right here. Good, now it's true. So what I just did was make it so, by default, if the AI wants to kick a ball to a location that's near the ball, like near it, so let's say the AI wants to kick it to right here, they would use only a little bit of force, because they don't need to use a lot of force when it's just a tap over to this location. But what I've done is, and that's true for the goal as well, if the AI is right here and the goal point is right here, he's just going to tap it in because that's where it is. But what I just did was make it so he always kicks at full force with the goal. So with that, I think that's a good change. Now there's actually something else I want to do with goal scoring, but I'm going to do it another time, maybe even later this stream. So let's see. So when a bot kicks the ball into a goal, it is now always at full speed. Oh, full power. And then we're going to replicate this on our other workspace, our mainstream workspace. There. All right, so we got that fixed. Okay, this is a big one. The teammate ball passing trail cue is visible when rocks are blocking the path. That absolutely needs fixed. Not sure how I got away with that one. Alright, and while we wait for that build, we're gonna, let's see, Mega Kitty, still not there. I'm gonna go real quick and see if she's sitting on the other couch in the living room. So give me one moment while I go check that out. Well, you may have thunder and lightning, but I got Mega Kitty. Hey, Mega Kitty. Okay, now we need to do a test. I'm trying to remember which rock it bounced off. Let's try this tree stump here. Okay. You know, I wonder if I can. How can I make the trail always appear? Oh, that'd be too messy. What about this rock? No, it went right over it. I know it was this field. I just don't remember where exactly. What was this? No. Well, I might not need to know that. Aim assist. Target manager. Do I have a way to turn the traces on? Yeah. Aim assist debug draw. Here we go. Oh, wrong button. Alright, let's try that again. With the debug flag turned on. Oh boy. Check this tree stump out here. So how far? Oh, that's going pretty far down. So how would it get... Oh, is it because of from the camera ray? Could that be it? It's like intersecting forward direction. Okay, I need to narrow this down a bit. So can I get away with this? No, doesn't. Debug draw. Viewport. We'll do draw forward direction. Okay. So let's start by doing this. We're going to do different colors as well. So I think viewport was red. Red and green. Oh, maybe those are standard colors. Well, that's red. Draw debug swept box. Wait a minute. This is a draw debug spear. Oh, that's a sweep. Now it should be doing a draw sweep. Although if there is a hit. Now I want to do this first one. So let's hide this. And that was a box that I multi-by channel box. Trace start and trace end should be const. What's the signature for this? Start and half size. I wonder if it's get box half size. I'm just guessing. Orientation. Tight hit, out hits, trace color. Kitty. shape, get extent. Maybe that's what I want. Or is it get box? Half size. I think that's right. Okay, red and green. Alright, so now let's... Yeah. So now let me proceed to turn on the debug flag here. Well, Mega Kitty does her Mega Kitty thing. Okay, that looks better. So, if I look, it's still really close to the ground. I'd be surprised if it's missing any rocks. Okay, there's a hit. There's a hit. Here. Hit. The duration's way too long. Let's shorten that a bit. Can we update current target? Oh, you know, that could be handy. Maybe I'll pass in the delta time. Let's do this one. Number of seconds since the previous location query. And now let's make these durations to be the delta time. Target over locus location. Target over viewport location. Wait, those are public. To Update current target. Get target intersecting forward. Oh, okay. Get target over viewport location. Am I using this anywhere? Let's see. Ah. Yes, I am. Okay, so we've done that. And now, here we go. Let's plug in that time. Let's make it much easier to read. Really, it should be delta seconds for readability. Go back and delta seconds. That's clearer than delta time is what the engine uses. Okay, and then make sure that the drawing adheres to that. Here we go. Okay. This change should make it much easier to read the aim assist to make sure that we are properly detecting the obstacles that we should be. I also want to see something else with if the what's this we got? Oh, okay. Update current target. And I want to see something else. I want to make sure that this will reset the target. Okay, good. So it's reset. Current target. Okay. I just want to make sure the current target is invalid if there's a block, if the path is blocked, because that could be another reason for this to happen. And that's still some complaining here. Here we go. Delta time. Passes filter. So this will tell me more about the problem, but it may not tell me enough. I'm gonna go another step if that's the case. Otherwise, I'll see what the problem is. And now back to turning on the cheat and free roam. Let's get the ball. Okay, so the red means that we hit a target. So that looks good, that looks good, this looks good. Okay, will it pass through this? Yes, it did. almost scored a goal. Okay, red. Now, there was an obstacle here. What about this rock? Okay, no. Log. Okay, that passed. Maybe it was this rock. No. Oh, well, still was a blocker. Maybe this stump right here. No. I know I saw the bug. It happened on stream, and I just don't remember where in this field it was. Well, this happens sometimes. It's kind of the opposite. Didn't want to score a goal. And I'll look one more time, but I don't expect I'm going to get lucky. If I don't find it, then I'm just going to have to punt and wait for it to come up again, and actually make a clip of it happening. Hey, NanoDev, welcome. Now, I thought it was around here. Maybe it was like this rock or something. Now, it's okay if it goes through, but what I'm concerned about is when it can't go through and the aim assist says it can. That's what I'm concerned about. Alright, no luck reproing the issue, but we have better debugging now. Requires line of sight. Okay. So I'm going to keep this debugging because it's a lot better than it was before. But I'm going to keep that bug open because I can't seem to repro it properly. That's like the second bug on stream tonight I can't repro. That doesn't mean it won't happen again. Believe me, I'm not that lucky. So we'll say improved aim assist debug drawing, and that'll be enough. So we got this done in the demo branch, and I'm gonna... Oh wait, we did that in the main branch. Whoops. Well then, let's switch to the demo branch. Yeah, I usually want to do the other way around. So we switch to the demo, and then we cherry pick from this branch. Good. Usually I prefer to make the changes directly in demo because that's where I do all my testing. And then I move them over to the mainstream branch, and then later on I will do more testing on the mainstream branch. Okay, so we're still on the demo, and I'm going to move on to, let's see, we're going to hide this, and let me refresh the list. So these two I could not repro. I did fix this. Tooltip's not appearing. That should be fixed now. So I'm going to mark that as such. Now, Steam achievements. Alright, so, yeah, this bug, I mean, it's not a bug. Okay, so I've already kind of started setting up the achievement system here, and I'm going to take us to that. So I'm going to explain how I'm doing this in the Unreal Engine, and then those of you working in Godot, Unity, you can kind of maybe port the ideas to your systems. But I'll just tell you what I'm doing, and then maybe you can imitate it. So here's the problem I'm trying to solve, and that is achievements. Knowing when an achievement is earned. How do you know? So let's take an example achievement of score 5 goals. Or no, so score 3 goals in one game. score a hat trick in a game. So what I could do, and then there's another achievement for score a goal while you're buffed, and your teammate is assisting, or score within 5 seconds of being incapped, something like that. So you got all these different kinds of achievements you can have. So you have a couple of options. If I like the first time I did achievements, I think I just added achievement detection code all over the place. I put it in one component, another component, I put it in another subsystem, and it was all over the map, and it was kind of ugly. I mean, it worked for my pinball game, but it was just kind of ugly. So in this game, I'm doing things a little cleaner. I have what is called an achievement subsystem. Right now, it's not implemented yet, and that's what I'm going to do next. The achievement subsystem is going to be sort of the, well, brains isn't the word for it. It's the engine that runs achievements. There's one of these at any given time. It's active when the game is running and inactive when the game is not running. And this subsystem will listen for, actually it won't even listen, what this will do is spawn invisible objects that will listen for the achievement events. And I'm going to explain further as I go into this. Because I actually have my achievement list made. And on that note, I am going to look for an artist to make achievement icons that match the art style of the game. I am going to need to do that. And while it's building, one other thing besides Mega Kitty is that I've been touting for months that I want to have Twitch integration. And after some careful consideration and reflection, I've decided that I'm punting that feature until after early access, if I even do it at all, because it adds value to the game. But oh no, Mega Kitty, don't go. No, don't go. No. There she. Whoa. And she's gone. So I was saying, I am punting on that because it's going to be a lot of work before early access. B, my vision for it is still not clear. There's a few things I want to do, but it may not be in alignment with what streamers want. 3, it's just in the big picture, it's just not that high a priority. Maybe if I get a lot of streamers playing it, I'll rethink that. Anyway, so achievements. So this is my achievement table, which is also stored in a CSV file. But here I have my achievements. I have 13 of them, and my philosophy on this is encourage players to play different heroes by having at least one achievement per hero. So Dodger, taking down 3 opponents in one slide. Now it sounds easy. Well, it's not, because you have to get 3 enemies in range, and I know we tend to clump together when we play, I get that, but you also have to take them down, so they can survive a slide, because a slide only takes out a third of your health. So if you can get 3 weak opponents in a row, and then slide and then take them all down, then you get the achievement. So, and then you got Ellis, Grace, and the rest of them. So how do I detect all that? Well, what I'm going to do is, oh, and by the way, these are going to be, just to be fair, it's going to require at least 3 human players per team to satisfy any of these achievements. Because I have AI backfill in my game, and it's not fair to just easily run these with the AI exploits. So, now how do I do these achievements? Well, each of these I'm going to have a class. That invisible object I mentioned earlier. This invisible object is going to listen for the conditions to be right for the achievement to happen. And I kind of already have that with stats. Let me show you my stats subsystem here. Match stats. Actually, yeah, stats is a simple version of this. So let's say that I need to track whenever you score a goal. So we have this match stat generator object. It's an invisible object, but it's in memory. And when it initializes, it's one I think it's once per, yeah, there's one running locally. All right, no, let me think. Oh, I forgot, it was one per player or one per game. I think it was one per game. Let's see. No, it's not. It's one per player. So for every player, I spawn this invisible object. First thing it does is listen for when a goal is scored. The listener itself. So whenever you score a goal, a global message is sent throughout the whole game, quietly. A message is sent that any object in the game can listen for, and that's exactly what this is doing. It's a message subsystem. A message subsystem lets you send a message to anything that's listening in the whole game, and receive and send. So here, I'm listening for every goal that's scored, so I never miss a message, never miss a beat. When a goal is scored, I test to see if it was scored by the player I'm listening for, and if it was, I increase their stats. So you got, the subsystem will spawn all these objects. And these objects all autonomously listen for, the criteria to be met, and then when it's met, it will do what needs to be done to increase the stat, give you the achievement or whatnot. But the point is, it's all in a managed system. So I'm going to need to make so we have a match generator base class. We're going to need to make a base class for achievements, like an achievement generator is what we're going to call it. Let's see, match accolades. I'm going to, let's see, achievements. What should I call it? I mean, it's only for matches, so I can call it match achievement base. So let's start with that. Let's say C++ classes. Heroes, subsystems, achievement. Where is it? Stats. Oh, I thought I already had an achievements folder for this. Achievement. Oh, okay, I don't. Okay, fine. Let's make one. So we'll do new C++ class. And we're going to derive this from object, which is the simplest class there is. It is just a simple object. We're going to call it match. We're going to call it a match achievement generator base. Wow, actually it makes me, this is a long name. Match achievement generator base. And we're going to put this in the achievements folder. Play social, or no, achievement folder for consistency. So let me check one more time. Subsystems, oh, achievement. Okay, that should even be under stats or online. Okay, I'll just put it in the subsystems achievement folder. If I did that right. Source field of hero, subsystems achievement. Okay, let's see if that works. And that's an abstract class. And we're going to want this too. So now I want to say we're going to associate a class with this table. Where to put it? Where to put it in my match stats table? Okay, it's the first one. All right. And what was it? What kind of class was that? It was a subclass of. Okay, that's what I want. I'm going to do Match achievement class. Where's my match achievements? Match stat. Match achievement generator base. Okay. All right, and then what happens is when this comes up, then I will be able to associate achievements with classes that are spawned on startup. Now, while I'm doing that, let me look at the stats subsystem here. Yes, I have the master enable flag. Okay. Current match support stats. Okay, so now we're back here, but now we can associate a class, which we haven't made yet. Let's see. Let's make one for Hat Trick, just to get us started. That's probably the easiest one, actually. Achievement. All right. I think my train of thought back here. Let's see, stats. Match achievements. And these. Match achievement generator. Hat trick. Let's call it that. See if you can let me make that. Wait a minute. Why is that? Why are these? Oh, that's a struct. That's why. And that is going to be match achievement, generator base, hat trick. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna make this longer than 32 characters, or maybe not. I could just call it that. Yeah, plenty of space, I think. And then game stat subsystem. Okay, so there we go. There's our hat trick. And we're going to put logic in this for detecting. So let's start here. And let's do match stat generator. Use an example. Generator base. Oh, this also has initialization as well. All right. Let's see. Blah blah. Initialize and destroy. Yeah, let's make those empty for now. This is a start. Okay, and then those are virtual. Okay, so those are virtual that we want to do. All right, and then here's where things start to get interesting. We're going to go to the subsystem now, and let's look at how stats does it. That's going to be in game match stats. Game stats subsystem. Here we go. So we're going to obviously override, we're going to need a getter. We're going to override these. We're need this. Current match support stats. We're going to need that too. Actually, no, we don't. Don't need that. Is enabled, but we do want the enabled flag. And then got a bunch of functions here. Okay, we need to get the table. So there's that. data table. Load data table. Okay. Now we're going to start copying things over a bit. So achievement subsystem. Going to need logging for starters. Definitely want to log this. The game achievement subsystem. Going to want to get it from anywhere in the program. So we do this. Is enabled. Oh yeah, be enabled. Oh yeah, these configuration here. Now we're not even going to talk about accessing Steam yet. We're not there yet. We're just going to do this first. Enabled in Pi is true and false. And now, in fact, I'm going to make an entry for this ini file. Game custom play subsystem. Game achievement subsystem. Yeah, enable both places, and then I think we need a config. Yeah, we already have config properties. We're going to do config as game. This achievement subsystem here, and then next, true and true. And then next, initialize. Now this is where we would initialize our integration with Steam, but we're not going to do that yet. All I want to do is listen for achievements. So achievement is disabled, will not communicate through external APIs. Load data table is next. Okay, and we're going to cut this stuff out. And we're going to make these log achievements. Now let's load the data table, which are assigned in the ini file as well. I'll show you the connection between the data table and what we're doing in a second. Stats table. Oh, here we go. Seeing all achievements. Okay. And we test that it's valid. And then we keep a reference to the loaded table separately. Okay. So we load the table, then what? I want to spawn those objects. Let's see. Get stats table. Where's that call from? Oh, okay. It's initialized from a component. All right. Let me think about that one first. No, that has to be player specific, I think. Player stats component, player state. Okay, yeah. So we only need to load this once from the subsystem, I think. Let me make sure this compiles so far, because I don't think it does. While we're waiting for that, let's see what MegaKitty's up to. Yep, so we got a few errors here to clear up. Okay, that's where the nithlessers are. Okay, so let's do... Let's see, achievements. Now we're going back to the object real quick. Initialize. And then destroy. This is clean up and then destroy. Excuse me. Enabling message subsystem. Oh, really? Here we go. Oh, and this should be at the top. Object, game framework. Some messaging over here, some implementation details we need to deal with. Let's build. Let me see what else we got. Oh, got an error. Oh, deinitialize. Wait a minute. Oh, right. Wait, it was called deinitialize? Was that naming it? Oh, destroy. Yeah, I'll be consistent. All right. Game achievement subsystem. Let's look at that cleanup. Here we go. Super deinitialize. So we don't really do anything here yet. Okay, since I'm pretty sure it will compile, I'm going to move on to the next part. Let's do load data table. Oh, we got to add it to the ini file. So let's open that up again. And what did I call it in the class? It was achievements table. Where did I put it? Let me look real quick. Game content. Heroes. Achievements. It's plural. Achievements. Tables. DT achievements. Okay, that's our achievements table here. And then listen for achievements. This is where the fun stuff happens. So we're going to make this private. Listen for achievements, stop listening for achievements. Keep it simple. And then we'll do the stop listening and deinitialize. then what we're going to do is we have that table loaded. So let's see. Get achievements table. Actually, I want to copy this too. Actually, this should just be a lower achievement table. Alright, we want to iterate through that table, so let's get row map. Stat name, let's call it achievement name, and then match achievement. Achievement data row, okay. And then achievement structs. Okay, we're almost there. We're going to comment this out, but we'll fill it in later. And then I'm going to summarize this flow. Once I fix compiler errors. Oh yeah, we want to include that too. Get achievement table. Did I mess up here? Unresolved. Oh, there we go. Oh, we already had it. Stop. Actually, I'm not sure I want to get it from, well, yeah, I'll provide blueprint access. That'll be fine. And while that's building, let's see what MegaKitty's up to. Okay, we're back up. All right, and then let's go back to that achievement table. And let's assign the hat trick class that we just made. Again, it doesn't do anything yet. Oh, wow. Bit of a long name there. But, yeah, it'll do. So, now, let's see what happens when I start the game. Okay, so I just started the game. This subsystem is enabled. So the first thing it's going to do is load the achievements table. So the subsystem is going to get a list of all the achievements in the game. That's the first thing it's going to do. And oh, it's null. Okay, that's good. We load it. There's our table, DT achievements. Now we listen for achievements. Table's valid. Okay, so go. Now, this is the first achievement is hat trick. Score 3 goals in the same game. And then we have our row data, which has other stuff in it. I think I'll put that, let's see. Yeah, so there's the generator. Okay, so this is the point where we actually instantiate the generator class. So we're going to do that and keep them in memory. And they will stay in memory because we have a reference to them all. Where is it? Or we don't. Oh, I didn't do that part yet. It said generators. Okay, we got to make a mapping of that. So in this, we had a match stat. Where is that? Oh, that's elsewhere. We're going to want a map to track this stuff. That's it. So now we go back to the achievement subsystem. We track that map. Listening. The instance objects that sure which achievements should be rewarded based on gameplay events. Okay, we're getting closer. So we're gonna do that class. Match achievement generators. Now let's go back to the subsystem. Oh, I'm gonna make a set achievement name for that too. New object. Set achievement name. So let's add that function shortly. Make sure that we don't have a duplicate. Should be impossible, but you want to still double check. And then we initialize the generator. So for cleanup, we'll need to go through all the map and clean those all up. So let's go back here. Yeah, I'm going to do that. Okay, now we just need to have a setter for the achievement name. So let's go to the achievement subsystem. Put it in the stats structs. Okay, just plain old name. And then we just set it. Actually, we want to set them and get them here. Let's do oh wait, F names don't really need references, so I think we're fine with that. So let's go back here. Okay, And let's go back to our achievement subsystem. Good, this all looks good. Alright, so again, we start the game. And then we have our table with our achievements. Go through each row. We spawn a generator. It's an invisible object that you won't see in the game. It doesn't have a location, doesn't have anything. It's just there. We set the achievement name on it so that it can reference the table as well when it needs to. Make sure it's there, and then we add it and then initialize. And now this is the part where, okay, we initialize. We haven't actually implemented that part yet, so let's get to that next. Good, you see the cleanup here. Always clean up after yourself. And it's all nice and tidy. Now let's do the implementation for the hat trick. All right, so let's go to the header file. Okay, we're gonna need to implement, let's go here. I don't think we need deinitialize yet. We do want to initialize. So again, the only purpose this object has in the game is to listen for when the local player gets a hat trick. Let's call the parent first. Okay. So we want to listen for the message when a goal is scored. Let's see. I'm just thinking for a sec. Okay. So we're going to go to... I'm going to look at how this one did it. Okay, good. So very similar. And then we're going to have this. Process goal scored message. Maybe a tag container. And this needs to have core minimal at the top. Okay, process goal scored message. That's the structure. Let's do a forward declaration right here. Okay, so here's what the stats are doing, so let's do that too. System register listener. We're going to want the message and the gameplay tags. Do we need anything else? Okay, so we register the listener for that. Process goal scored message. Kind of thought we had to include a message subsystem somewhere. Oh, let's see. Maybe not. Okay, so let's go implement this. Okay, this is about as far as we're going to go. And then let's see if this compiles. Yeah, it's compiling. Oh, what we got? Oh, add listener handle. Oh, I never added that. Oops. Let me go back and add that. Oh, wait, no, I did. It's right here. Oh, I never actually did the implementation of it. Okay. So let's go back to this. And we'll go here. All right. Then it'll probably compile. Right, McKitty? Okay, so back up for a bit. Let's go back to... Hey, Wukong, thanks for the follow. Welcome. Okay, process goal scored message. So we know, all right, so the message contains the goal information, like who scored it and all that. The scorer. So we want to get the scorer. So what we'll do is first let's get the scorer. Okay, so there's that test. First, make sure it's a controlled pawn. If pawn scorer is locally controlled, and must be player controlled as well. That should really narrow it down. Okay, so if we get here, then we know that the player who scored the goal is the local player. So we know they've gotten the achievement. If they've done it 3 times, we want to track that. So let's track. Scored equals 0. And here's the thing: this system initializes when you start a game. Oh, but we'll need to. I'll need to do it at the start and end of a level. Okay, I need to reset it when the level changes. Okay, I need to make a change to the subsystem. So rather than staying persistent for the whole duration life cycle of the game, I want it to only stay persistent when the current level. That's all I want. So say goal scored is 0. And it should be in a match too. So what we do here is we increment, then we reward the achievement. So, alright, so putting it all together, I just had another thought. I could, so instead of just a level load, I could actually do this when a match begins and then shut it off when a match ends. That actually would be even better than what I have now. But this is kind of the general flow: is when the match begins, the match subsystem, the achievement generator subsystem should create all the listeners for the achievements, and then when the match is over, it'll shut them all down, because there's no awarding achievements post-match or anything like that. So once we have that, then we'll have a basic life cycle for achievements, which is why I wanted to start tonight. So initialize. So we don't want to listen for achievements right now. We want to listen instead for when a match starts and ends. So we're going to want... let's see, listen for achievements, stop listening. Listen for match events. Actually, just do bind events. Let's do that after, so we'll bind it first. Bind events, and then unbind events. We'll do that in the shutdown. Okay, what was the match state change event? Here we go. And listener handle match state changed. Process match state change message is next. If message new state, match state starting countdown. So now we stop listening for. So now we stop listening for achievements. And what was the other one? Regulation time. No, we don't. It's got to be intro. What if... Yeah, we did keep that. If the old state's the starting countdown, then we know the match is starting. So this is where we listen for achievements. Yeah, that makes sense. So I'll test this. So, see, gameplay tag container. Gameplay tags. already had this. Yes. And we'll bind events the same way. It's made about something. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Oh, alright. Wanted that. Gameplay message subsystem. Is this already here? No. And for those of you who are visiting for the first time or lurking for the first time, I am just kind of reintroduce myself. I am Gamion, and I am a AAA developer by day, an indie developer by night and weekends. Meaning, I've already worked an 8-hour day doing AAA development, and then I had a little dinner, and then I came on stream. I do this Monday nights because it's fun, well, for me, and because I just really enjoy it. Okay, so it doesn't like my message tags. I thought we already took care of that. Oh, message tags. So we got to do message tags. Oh yeah, we gotta do this. My messages. And I'm working on this soccer brawler for about 4 years of my free time. Let's see, more message tagged nonsense to do. Right here. And I have a demo out, and the demo will be good, it's built. It built. We gotta test all this stuff now. And early access should come in August, I think. Okay, if I did this right, then we should only listening for achievements when a match starts and then stop when the match ends. So let's test that. Okay, binding events, good. Let's see, so now, hold state, okay. So far so good. Let's start a game. Okay, so state changed again. Still not listening for achievements yet. So we're going to start listening for achievements, I think, when the countdown expires. Yep, there we go. Now we listen for achievements, and that the round has started, or match has started. And they, in turn, will start listening. I'm gonna simulate a goal scoring. So let me bring up that hat trick thing. Here we go. Initialize and good to go. Now let's force a score. Force goal. And there we go. The message was sent. Now I forced it so it's kind of, debuggy, but it was scored by, okay, so I guess it chose me as the scorer, which is great. So good. So now it counted my goal as being done. Now I'm going to force the match to end. go. Match over. I wonder if I want to check for any other ones besides match over. Because it should never be skipped, so I think that's fine. Although I do want to test for post-match as well. But yeah, now it's going to stop listening for achievements and throw them all away. So that's our life cycle. I'm just going to do this for completeness. I actually have other cheats that let me skip the match over state entirely, so I don't want to miss that. Okay, so that is in a good spot. And thanks for looking, Swashbuckling Fox. And how about that shout out right there? I think we're just going to do something like that.
Can I fish? Wait for me! Hi. I want to fish. I want to fish. Did you just call me a child? I was going to tell him to shut up, but now he's got a point there. The children, yeah. Shut up. Hey, you big guy. You going to teach me to fish? You teach me to fish, you can feed me for life. Did he just tell me to shut up?
Yep. So again, follow him. He's also an Unreal Engine developer, and he's working on some really cool stuff. And it's going to be... and he can tell you more about it than I can, but it does look really cool, and it does involve like animations and stuff that I never really got into myself. Because animations are hard. So... yeah, there's that. And other than that, what else do I want to do? I think I want to do one more shout out to Freedom Forge Studios. That would be Just Cavino, who I actually told to lurk because I'm working on an achievement system.
Maybe, hopefully. Please say Tout Court again. Tout Court. Tout Court. Toot? Oh no. No, tout. Tout. Like trout, but tout. Tout? That's not even close? To court. Listen, I don't speak Dutch. I speak American. It's amazingly pronounced. Oh, thank you. I got it perfectly then. Tout court. It's French. I speak English. That's it. Yo hablo.
And that is Just Cavino, who is working on a game that is now in playtest on Steam called Astro Yoinkers. And it is a capture the flag in space. And it is well in development. And I envy how many playtesters he has. He's like, like he just says, "Hey, I'm going to do playtesting today," and then like the whole room like tries to connect. But that is after years of, well, was it years or lots and lots of months of streaming? That was well earned. So, and so far it's so good. I got to be in the playtest as well, and it's going great. I have not seen it since yesterday afternoon, but I think there's a lot of changes coming very quickly, and more to come tomorrow as well. He streams Monday, Tuesdays, Saturdays, Fridays, I think. I think that was it. I know Wednesdays and I never see you stream Thursday though. So yeah, Astro Rankers, go check it out, and give them that wish list, because if you want to have that fun, and we support your local indie. New version tomorrow, cool. I'll probably have my next patch out maybe around this weekend-ish. I got a couple things I squared away, but a couple bugs I can't reproduce for some reason, so I want to keep an eye on those. So anyway, yeah, and of course, don't forget to, I got my pinned game. Don't forget to give me a wish list as well. If you feel the heroes, definitely could use the support. I am working my way to early access, but not before Next Fest. That will be coming up in June, which I want to get done. So, anyway, back to the achievements for a minute. Just to kind of summarize for Justifino, just my advice and my take on achievement systems is try to have a centralized module where that spawns objects that listen for achievements, and have those individual objects have logic in them for actually listening for the achievement. Now, I already established a whole pipeline for global messaging, which I don't think Godot has, or I don't know if it has or not, but that's generally the approach I'd recommend, is you have a standalone module that wherever you do the achievement detection, it all be in a nice organized place, kind of all its own in a way. And that the game, like when someone captures the flag, someone takes down another player, that they notify the those objects that create the achievements, so that they can decide whether to reward them or not. The way I'm doing it is kind of seamless. Like when a goal is scored, the whole game knows. If you're able to do something like that, that would really make it easier on you. And like where's my so I have when a goal is scored, all the players are informed. This is a broadcast that goes across the whole system. Anything can listen to it. You don't have to have dependencies. They have to reach out to the achievement subsystem, because there's no point. There's no reason to. It just, these broadcasts and other things listen, and that's that. But yeah, do try to keep it on its own, and try not to scatter that listening logic all over the place, where it makes the game all messy and hard to maintain, if you can do it. So again, I don't know Godot's architecture as well, but that's just my 2 cents on the matter. So that's all the chaos aside. So I'm at a good point where I want to get this committed to build on further. So let me do that. And here's the thing, I'm actually implementing these in both my demo and main streams, because it involves adding new files to the project, and I don't want to regenerate all the project files every time I switch streams. So the demo will have achievement logic in it, but it's going to be feature flagged out. It won't actually be active or anything like that. How am I handling progression-based ones that go between matches? So for those, Steam should be able to recount those values for you, or you could do it in a local database. And if they cheat, then it just means the achievement means nothing, even if they have it. I do know Steam can count things. I have to go back look in their documentation. So that's what I would probably do for that. As far as counting the ones like you score 1,000 goals, yeah, I'm not sure yet. I would probably look at if Steam will let me do it. Steam supports player stats. Player stats can count that as well. In fact, I already have Steam stats for how many career goals you've scored, so I can use that. Yeah, so like Steam stats, look into that. And also Steam achievements. I think Steam achievements will let you have counts of things, and then give you the achievement if you reach a count, I think. Thinking back to Hyperspace Pinball. So, anyway, let's see. So, thinking a little more about how the demo is going to work with this. I'm starting to wonder if I should only implement this in the mainstream. And maybe, I guess it's not so bad to regenerate the files. I think I will do it in the mainstream. What did I change so far? These are all oh yeah, the INI file, yeah. Ugh. Okay. And the achievements table's already in the demo content. That's tricky. So I added these new files. We have this. So we got demo is that's gonna be long term. I've already committed the other files into the demo. Maybe I probably should have done that actually. It's just that if I have the achievements only in the main branch, then the more changes I make, the more divergent the code base is, and it may trap me later. And I could have a demo setting, like an INI file setting, to have the system as off. But then someone could turn it on. Yeah, I think, yeah. Do I want to have achievements in the demo? I'm thinking no. I think, well, or maybe, you know what? I think if I put it in both, at least I have the flexibility to turn it on and off. And if someone does hack the demo and gives themselves achievements, then they don't really mean anything. I don't even know if Steam will let me, I don't even know if it'll work if I only make the achievements on the Steam side for the main build. I bet it wouldn't even work in the demo if I wanted it to. Yeah, I think I'm going to keep maintaining it in both for consistency with the code base. So let's say, and let me double check I'm on the demo branch, and it'll be easier to switch between the two, and I can change my mind later. So we'll say added achievement subsystem. Let's see, actually added hat trick, add achievement subsystem functionality with a basic hat trick generator that will not actually award achievements yet. Okay, that's good. And then we're gonna move it into the main branch, or copy it in the main branch. Merge from this change set, cherry pick from this change set. Oh, we got a conflict, default game. Let's see. What's the difference? Oh, right, build configuration. All right, we're going to merge, keeping the workspace changes. And now they're pending changes now. We are in the main branch. I'm going to open the project. Actually, wait a minute. I want to make sure it builds, and I want to look at the differences in the INI file. Just want to diff. So let's look at the default game INI file. First, I want to see the achievement. Oh, it's not there. Or is it? Oh no, it's not. It's not there where it should be. I'll at least make sure the achievement subsystem's here. Yes. All right. Well, it didn't do what I wanted it to do with the merge, so I need to go and fix that. How am I going to fix that? Can I switch back to the demo while that is pending? Nope. All right, what if I undid just this one change and then No, it has to be done together. Wow. Okay, well, shoot, I'll have to do another commit then. Because I don't remember how it looked. So we'll say, did this. And we'll switch back to the demo. There you go. Now, that was under Field Heroes game instance. So let's switch back. Here we go. Let's add it back. And then I think we're good. Let's make sure it builds. Achievements table settings. Microscape energy indeed. And Mega Kitty energy. Yes, where am I at right now with Microscape? I haven't looked at it since I started the stream. Well, since before starting the stream. Alright, it still builds. Good. So we'll commit that. Double check we're in the good main. Done. And we'll go back to demo branch. Okay. So that achievements item will stay open. And let's look at where I am with Microscape. Last few days I've gotten a lot of fishing and cooking. Don't know how I haven't run out of energy yet. Well, watching the stream, I think you're going to get a little bit of energy there. I suspect some of the viewers from tonight probably did too. So anyway, what's going on out here? Some snowmen. Let's see. So I'm getting my strength to. Got lots of salmon left. Yeah, getting my strength to 40 for no really particular reason. What I like to do is look at the high scores and see that I got numbers in the top 3 of attack, strength, and defense. Actually, my achievement. How am I doing on the current fighting mastery? I got monk. Oh, I got snake. Wait a minute. Did I get skeleton mastery yet? Where is that? Oh, 2300. Okay. So I'm pretty close to skeleton mastery. I tend to not want to fight monsters overnight because I never know if I'm going to run out of food or not. So before I go to bed, I'm going to switch it up to fire making because I have 2,000 logs. And for no particular reason. Yeah, so, alright, so now let's look at my task list on the road to Next Fest. So, achievements. I still got a lot of work left to do, and I need to find an artist to make achievement icons that match the art style of the game. So there's going to be that, and I'd like to have it done by, well, sooner the better, but not later than end of July at the very latest. We got some other bugs that I'm having trouble reproducing right now, but I'm going to keep them open. Oh yeah, this abilities. So I need to go through all the heroes and make their abilities a little snappier, even more than they already are, like almost instant. Because it's something I've been creeping closer and closer with every update. They get a little more responsive, a little faster, a little better, a little less damage, not so that everything's not dying all the time. I'm going gradually though, but I need to do another iteration with all the heroes, get them ready for early access. This iteration involves not just abilities, but damage balance. And like one more round of damage balancing, I may reduce the damage a bit more. Maybe. Depends on how more playtests go. and especially VFX. Some of the heroes have dated VFX. I need to update with new stylized VFX. And the locomotion on the Centaur is awful. I mean, it's passable, but it's awful for what I want to do. They stop on a dime. They're just very stiff. They feel very stiff when I play as them. So I don't know really what to do about it. It may be something I can't do anything about unless I get more budget for animation. Like how horses turn, they kind of curve their spines, but he does not. He does not curve his spine. So I got to make all these achievements. That's going to be a fair bit of work still. And going through all the heroes. There's a bug with SVP, just doesn't work sometimes, and I have no idea why it's not working. I can't repro that either. All the bugs I can't repro. Hit registration is kind of delayed. I haven't really looked deep into that yet, though. So let me show you where are the heroes. Okay, it's a spreadsheet where I maintain hero data, including, and these tables actually integrate with the game itself. Let me check something here. Abilities. Here we go. So I'm going to go through these two columns, responsiveness and VFX. Go through each one, make sure that they are improved. And then to get to the bottom, I'm going to start with the ones that are already in the demo, and then also migrate those changes to the demo so they feel better. And then after that, do the non-demo heroes. So we'll do that. Oh yeah, another issue where if you kick the ball and there's a teammate standing next to you and they're like to your left or right, when you kick the ball forward, they'll catch it real quick. And that's not good. So yeah, it'll instantly get caught by an enemy or a friend that's like 1 foot away who wasn't in the path of the ball. I need to fix that. Don't know if I'm not gonna fix it tonight though. I'm starting to, between AAA for 8 hours and then Indie for 3, I'm starting to lose my steam here. More feedback when you're killed. I already did this, but I think it's not enough. Post-match ready up button. You want to see who you're waiting on, and I want to do that for the lobby as well. I want to know who I'm waiting for when readying up. So I want to figure that out. Anti-griefing and password support is mostly there. Let me look at the details on this one. Kick players don't respond. Oh yeah. So kick votes I don't have. Avoid match with them. I already kind of have this already, but it's unpolished. I'm going to update it all the same. I have a separate task for this. So let me just cross this one out. Now where's the... I can't do it? Oh, here we go. Kick votes and kick players who don't respond. Honestly, I don't think that's going to be a problem until maybe even after early access. Because I don't think there's going to be a lot. The game isn't anywhere near popular enough to have griefers yet. Not even close. I may just punt this until after. I'll put it in the backlog for now. So, but yeah, if I need to do it, then I will. But otherwise, I don't think I'll need to yet. Better messaging when heroes are casting and activating abilities. I already did this for some of the heroes. I think that'll be part of my pass, actually. Let me update my spreadsheet with that. Early access. Early access VFX. Early access improved ability messaging. I already did that for some of the heroes, but not all of them. Like, for instance, when the Centaur summons the log, it just appears. You don't know he cast it. I'm going to fix it so that everyone knows he cast it. Curve VFX, that's part of my pass. Goalkeepers sometimes stand still next to the ball. That's hard to repro. That's a bug. Knockbacks appear delayed. That's kind of an ongoing bug. I don't know how to fix it yet. But it happens in lag. If there's a lot of lag or it's a slow connection, then it's really visible. Ulrich, I really need to improve him. That's the Centaurk. Own golems haven't really been much of a problem lately. You know, it was a problem when I was playtesting, and this has been a problem anymore. Maybe I'll punt that one for the backlog. Bot hero sometimes creep forward. This doesn't happen much, but I still see it happen as recently as yesterday. Where a bot has the ball, and then they just take a few steps at a time. I don't no idea why. I think I know why it's happening, but I can't repro it. Heroes pour out of the early access fields. That shouldn't be too hard. Bouncing off allied mercenaries should go through them. Oh yeah. While bouncing off allied mercenaries. Let me test that one. Maybe I can do that one easily. Let me switch to the production, or the mainstream build. I just want to do lightweight stuff tonight now, because I already did a lot of more complex stuff. Okay, we're on this branch. Well, let's look at that bug, and then I'm going to probably rate us off after I work on that. Oh yeah, got to do stats integration too. Actually, you know what? Oh, you know what? No, I don't want to fix that tonight. I just thought of how to fix it, and it's complicated. So let me switch back to the demo. All right, and what else? I think, yeah, the rest of these, not a whole lot more, but there's still a lot of work to do. Localization as well. I may, depending on time, if I have time for this, I will. Spanish localization. So, got a new field. We got actually 2 new fields to implement. Steam Deck. Oh yeah, gamepad users. I need more feedback on from gamepad players to improve the gamepad. So I think what I want to do now is take the rest of the stream to just maybe play a match or two, and if I'll get really lucky, then someone else will be in the game. So let me go ahead and fire the demo up, and I'm going to put us in a easier to see mode, so it's easier to see the demo. Oh, and let me switch my desktop audio, music. Say hi to Mega Kitty again, and then we'll go ahead and play the demo. Because I should play this on stream at least once every stream. Yeah, here's the new blacklist feature. It's, no one to add, but yeah, that's how you can, if people are trolling you and like in chat and stuff, then you can add them to your blacklist. But it's really unpolished right now. Oh, you know what? No one else is in game. Okay, so let's do a match. Dodger's always my main. I always play her first. See, there's the bug again. I cannot get this to happen from the editor. See how they're squished together? It's got to be the, I wonder if it's the padding. No, missed. How did I miss that? No, you don't. Got your turret, too. Uh-oh. Yeah. Yeah, there's Well, I took down the playtest version. Well, I guess I removed the playtest version. I don't know if it's still in your Steam library or not. I think it was in mine still. But then there's the main version, which I haven't updated in forever. Yeah, so I guess you can definitely remove it from your favorites, keep it uninstalled if you want. I could do another playtest for early access later, but I'd really sooner just give you a key and then you can play it. I mean, at this rate, you deserve a Steam key for the full version. The playtest you can use. Yeah, I know. Who's that guy on your? He's very competitive. Who watches your stream, just Cabino, and he's very competitive. I forgot who it was, but they should be in here too. They played us some time ago. Like a long time ago. He and I did a one-on-one, that's right. And he was beating me and then I beat him, and it was... that was fun. But yeah, people watching this, this game is way more fun with human players. Especially when you have 5, I mean, not even a full 10. It's wild. Aw, that's sad to hear. But you know, I know I've seen streamers. They had very they had viewers who I guess maybe enjoying themselves too much. I don't know, but they got to an extreme point, and they had to say, look, you got to settle down. But that's it, I guess. But I'm in a quick match, by the way. Yeah, I tell you, as an unestablished indie studio, it's hard enough without a publisher. It's hard enough to get any visibility, let alone for a multiplayer game. So you have to do what you can, and I think when I'm looking at other games that have, like, they post a tweet, they get 10,000 views and all that, I think that they're already a well-established studio. Like, I see for every really excellent looking game I see, either the studio had previous releases that got even a little popular, or they had individuals who worked on popular IP and went to the studio, or they have a marketing team and a publisher. So when I see that, I remember that that's who I'm competing with, and but I also know that I made this choice. I chose not to have a publisher. I chose to do a game that is not in super high demand right now, and I chose this path. But I'm still having fun. Oh, we're in overtime. That's where the good music comes out. I'm going to do this hardcore. Oh, look at that. Oh, no, you don't. They got the tornado. Get it. Oh yeah, they're a good one. It's me. I think he's He's got this. Nope. I got it. Oh, yeah. Good catch. Nope. Do that one. All right, let's finish this. No! I could have had it. Let's do this. Hey, you have a good rest of your night, too, Josephina. Oh, nice! Oh! I did it end with an own goal! What a way to end a game. I've never seen an own goal overtime before. Whoa, he just disappeared.
MVP.
Wow. That was a great way to end a match. In 54 seconds, 7 takedowns. I thought it was more. All right, well, that was fun. All right, one more. Maybe I should just make them spawn farther apart. Maybe that's all I need to do. Oh. Maybe that'll fix the problem. Ah, stopped him. Oh, no. Good pass. Oh, nice one. I'll take that. No. Oh. I taught the AI a little too well. Oh. Oh. Oh, wow. Wait, how did he get through that? Here, watch this. I passed it to myself. No, you don't. Oh, survive that. Whoa, that was a close one. No! Don't get it. Oh. Just gonna do a wall too. No. Oh yeah. Yeah, there's that stepping again. That was that bug I mentioned earlier. Oh, he did a bicycle kick there. Oh, wow. It was a matter of time. Wow, nice catch. Still one.
MVP.
Oh, that was fun. So, yeah, I think good stream. I'm going to rate us off to, let's see, who do I want to see? Let's see who's streaming right now. What developers are on right now? I think I'm going to rate us off to Big Man 24/7. They are a streamer, and they're making a Celestial Crash and Infernal Arena. Let's learn more about what those games are. So I'm going to start a rate off. And so thanks everyone for watching this evening. It was good to have you all here. Got some stuff done in the game. Got way more to do though. And I will catch you all in the next stream, probably next Monday at 7 p.m. Central Time.